Why is Kevin Samuels so controversial? That's something you might ask yourself once you see the numerous comments about his passing. What makes this even more interesting is he has garnered a lot of praise and respect from people whose lives he's changed positively. Even taking a look at his YouTube channel, you can see that he has a pristine like to dislike ratio on most of his videos. So why do most people on Twitter seem to be happy that he's passed? Is this a simple case of people hating on him just because he was successful? Or is this more associated with the seemingly numerous controversies that he's been involved in, spawning the creation of channels such as these that exist solely to document his savage moments? We're going to briefly examine his career on YouTube so you can determine for yourself if he's deserving of all of the hate or not. In early March 2016, Kevin would post a video titled Fragrance Review Tom Ford Black Orchid, where he goes on to review the fragrance.
Welcome to Life and Style by Kevin Samuels. I'm Kevin Samuels, your lifestyle coach. Today we have another fragrance review, and it's another fragrance that I can...
And as the saying goes, this is where a legend was born. As this is the earliest video on his channel, we can see that he starts off with fashion and lifestyle videos. Following this, he released a plethora of videos reviewing more fragrances, which all gained a respectable amount of views. But none of them really seemed to blow up. Well, that was until June 2017 when he released a video titled How to Get the Women You Want, in which he gives relationship advice.
And I was raised by a bunch of women. I was raised, Baptist. So I was pretty much raised to be a simp. I was a cute little boy. I was a spoiled kid. Even though we was broke, I was spoiled for broke.
This video has gained about 381,000 views as of the making of this video and has way more views than his first 5 videos combined. At this point, Kevin would realize that there was a demand for this type of content, so he slowly started making more of these types of videos, some of which include image problems with men, 153,000 views, reinvent yourself, 567,000 views, 5 things women notice about men, 311,000 views, and more. This is when his channel really started to pick up steam and he started gaining a lot of views and subscribers. He would then pivot his content and host call-in shows where viewers can call in and ask about advice, about dating and relationships, in addition to the fragrance review videos and relationship advice videos posted on his channel. It will be in one of these call-in shows on the 6th of May 2020 that he would really become well known when he goes head-to-head with a woman called Tiffany, who in response to a question asked by Kevin, responds with, "I'm a PhD."
What did your husband say about this? Did y'all discuss it?
No, I'm not married. I would not choose. I would not choose to date into something like that. Like I choose to be single.
Okay.
I'm a PhD.
Okay, congratulations.
The phrase "I'm a PhD" would then go on to become Kevin's soundbite that he would use in some of his future videos. Kevin would once again come under scrutiny in a video in December 2020 for telling a woman that she's average at best, and women who seek something outside of their range end up dying alone.
Okay, so do you feel like a woman like me?
Uh-huh. What would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? You cannot use 7.
Would I rate myself?
Just your face.
My face when I wake up, 5, but when I put myself together, 6.
Okay. And how tall are you?
5'5".
Dress size.
I'm sorry?
Your dress size.
A 3.
Okay. So that makes you, if you give yourself a 5, that's average.
Yes.
So average looking women tend not to get high earning men. They tend to get average men.
So,
stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Breathe and digest. You're 35 years old and you can look around and see the world. You don't tend to see higher earning men with average looking women. Off rip. if you do see them, they got their average looking woman when they were both really young and he built his way up. But a man earning the kind of money you're talking about does not go for an average looking woman.
I mean, my body is not average, so.
But ma'am, you please don't make me say it.
Say what? I really just wanted some advice. I love your.
I'm giving you advice, but you're not taking it. The advice is, ma'am, you're average looking at best.
This clip would then be posted on sites like Worldstar Hip Hop and TMZ, causing even more controversy. This would turn out to be a good thing for his channel, however, causing a huge spike in video views from 2.7 million in November 2020 to 7.5 million views in December 2020, and peaking in the month of April 2021 at 28.3 million views. He would then go on to appear in an interview where he gives his take on the clip and being taken out of context.
Nature, such and so forth, and if I would start bashing women or talking noise, oh man, the likes and everything would go through the roof. But when you start talking to men, saying, guys, you know, cheap is some of the most expensive stuff out there. You gotta do better.
Kevin would also come under fire again for saying things like, if you're unmarried at 35, you're a leftover woman, and releasing videos with titles like, why do fours think they should get an IELTS? Why women are alone? Why can't single mothers get high value men? And so on. Looking at the videos, we can clearly see a shift from his earlier content to the present day. And it's also easy to see why he would be considered to be so controversial. On February 11, 2022, at the peak of his YouTube career, Kevin would appear in a music video by Future titled Worst Day. Future would then go on to state in an interview with GQ, "If I knew who he was before the video, I would have felt like it was a typical move. People associate me with being toxic, I would have overthought it." In early May, ABC News and TMZ would report that Kevin Samuels had passed away after collapsing in his apartment in Atlanta due to chest pains. A woman who was in the apartment with him at the time had called 911, and authorities had found him unresponsive after showing up to the apartment. With all this in mind, does Kevin Samuels deserve to be clowned in passing? Or should he be respected as someone who had a positive impact on people? Ultimately, people live, then they pass and leave behind a legacy, negative or positive. It really just comes down to the people who have been influenced by his words and actions. They define the legacy. I do think that this was a case of someone who made a living off of providing advice in a way that might be considered condescending. And this might also be the case of people taking clips of his videos out of context without watching most of the video. However, I truly don't think that anyone deserves to be laughed at as they pass. But what do you guys think? I'd love to know in the comment section down below. Let's try to keep respectful discourse alive. Thanks for watching.